Hi, today I would like to talk to you about some things to consider if you want to convert an office space into, say, a server room. One thing you want to consider are your walls and your doors. You want to separate your server room from the outside area by using a fire-rated wall. It should be made of some sort of reinforced concrete or an additional steel sheet of plywood, plasterboard, or something should be added. Wall should also be finished with an anti-dusting agent. And you want to have your floors finished with some sort of anti-static covering. They should also be grounded or earthed to avoid the accumulation of static electricity. The resistance between the earth and any point in the floor should be from 1 to 10 milliohms. I wouldn't ever use carpet in a server room. For one, carpet will collect more dust, and two, if I had a chair I want to roll somewhere, I wouldn't want to have to roll it on carpet. I'd rather roll it on a nice smooth surface. It's a lot easier. Your server room can get kind of loud too, as high as 70 decibels. So you might want to use some acoustic padding or something like that. If you have other people working around you and you want to keep a kind of quiet space, you might want to add some padding or something to keep the sound down so it doesn't affect the other people working. Your doors should be a minimum of 3 feet wide and 7 feet tall. This will allow you to bring in a lot of equipment and stuff that you might want to add to the server room over the course of its lifetime. Your ceiling should be kind of high. The higher the ceiling, the better it is for cooling. But the downside to a high ceiling is the amount of fire extinguishing gas needed for your fire suppression system. I would say the break-even height for a server room is about 12 feet. Controlling physical access to your server room is also very important. Say if you were working for a medical facility or something like that, you didn't want to breach any HIPAA agreements or anything like that. So you can't have your data integrity jeopardized on your server. Excuse me. I would go with using a closed circuit television system, surveillance cameras, and things like that to monitor the area. And I would also add smart card systems just so that I could kind of prevent unauthorized access into those rooms. And then I could actually probably even tell exactly when someone went in and out of the room. That'll also help you out a lot. Fire detection is also very important. I would go even further and use a smoke detection system, one that is like aspiration based, that'll sample the air at every few seconds. And if smoke particles are detected, security procedures like the fire alarm or fire extinguisher are activated immediately. For your fire suppression system, you want to use inert gases, nitrogen and argon. Sometimes a small amount of carbon dioxide to be added to suppress those fires. The system components will be like it'll have some discharge nozzles, pipings, control panel, warning alarms, automatic fire detections devices, manual discharge stations. Those fire systems they have a lot of stuff in them also. Cooling, you want to keep your server room very cool. A lot of people probably say it's too cold to work in, but you do not want your server overheating. It just causes all kind of problems. Uh, I would make sure that it was a well ventilated room, and your cooling system will have to be a very big one, probably a separate air conditioner and everything for your server room, and that'll probably use just as much power as all of the components in your server room. Speaking of power, it's one of the main components of your server room. Server room is going to take a lot of power. Like you're going to have a robust power solution if you want to operate your server room efficiently, especially if it's for a large scale organization or something like that. I mean, there are so many factors so many things that can factor into determining the size of the power supply that you need. But one thing you want to make sure about your power supply is that it is uninterrupted. That is crucial to the operation of a server room. Like an uninterrupted power supply is just basically a device that's used to prevent power from unfavorably affecting the operations of the device, such as outages, surges, bad harmonics, things like that. Um, I hope this explained a little bit to you about converting the office space into a server room, and I hope you have a blessed day.